Good marvelous Monday, girls. How are my sassy scrappers doing? Hey, it is another Monday, and I wanted to jump on and kind of start us off 2025 on the right foot, okay? And all of our albums and everything that we do starts with pictures, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit today about organizing those photos that you have, whether they be on your phone or on the computer or whatever. And we're just going to talk through a few steps, and I'm going to show you some steps that I have taught my gals in regards to organizing photos and getting them ready to put in your books. And this might be a multi-series Marvelous Monday, because obviously I cannot tell you everything that you need to do to get your pictures organized and ready to go in one setting. So we're just going to kind of start off. So first of all, I want you to, your goal is to gather all of your pictures, all of your photos in one location. Now, some of us have them on our phone, some of us have them on our cameras, some of us have them on our computers. Try to get those all in one location. I know that I have mine all over everywhere, but I do try to get them pretty much all downloaded onto my computer so that I do have them pretty much all there. Although I use my phone more for printing and getting photos ready and stuff, but at least we have them all in one location, okay? And then we want to, after we get them all in one place, then we need to sort them. And I have pictures sorted on my phone, and I have pictures sorted on my computer. So, you know, I'm kind of double duting just because I like to use my phone so much anymore. I hardly ever use my big digital camera that I have with the lens and all that kind of stuff, just because it's bulky, it's harder to carry. I've always got my phone with me. I can zoom quite a ways with my phone now, and it takes pretty much as good, if not better, pictures than my expensive old camera. So a lot of what I do is on my phone, and there's so many ways to edit it and change it and change the colors and change the format, whether it's vertical or horizontal, just all kinds of things that you can do on your phones now. So anyway, we're going to first of all take our photos wherever they are, whether they're on your computer or whether they're on your phone, and we're going to try to get as many as we can in one place so that we have all of them that we're going to use in one place, so we don't have to jump, oh, did I print these? Oh, did I print these? We've got them all in one place, okay? So the next thing to do is to sort those pictures chronologically. Now, you may not scrapbook them chronologically, but you need to get them in some kind of an order so that you know that you've got all your pictures there, you're not missing things, that kind of thing. So get them in chronological order. Now, that's pretty easy to do. I mean, on your phones, it automatically does it for it. You can look by year, month, the whole thing. On your computer, you can still sort them by date. So you should be able to do that fairly easily. Okay, next we're going to kind of create a plan. We're going to create a plan for what you plan to do this next year with your scrapbooking, okay? Are we going to scrapbook all of 2023? Are we going to scrapbook all of one kid? Are we going to scrapbook holidays? You know, what are you going to do? That's going to determine what pictures you need, okay? So we're going to decide what albums you want to work on, what you want to do. Is it a specific grandchild that's going to graduate this year? Is it family vacations? That whole kind of thing. So you got to decide what you're going to do, and that's going to start off your sorting of your pictures and things. So anyway, so get an idea of what you want to do, okay? Work 1 year, 1 season, or 1 month at a time, depending on what you're doing again. Now, I have albums for each one of my grandkids. I have a lot of albums for each one of my grandkids, more than I should probably. And I do it chronologically. So I need to go and I need to look to see where I'm at. I think I'm pretty close to being at the beginning of 2024 for each one of them. What I do is I do one kid, one grandchild at a time, and get them caught to a certain point. Then I go back and do another one. Then I do another one. So what I'm going to do is decide, okay, where do I need to start? Okay, who am I furthest behind on? Who do I need to get caught up on? And then I'm going to sort those pictures, and I'm going to get them together. Maybe it's all of Wade. Maybe it's all of Gavin. Maybe it's all of Hunter. Whatever I'm going to do first, I'm going to take those pictures and I'm going to group them together. Okay, so on your iPhones, and I believe on the other Androids too, you can put your pictures or photos into albums. So that is what I would do first. If I'm going to work on a specific thing, I'm going to make an album for that thing, and I'm going to put all of the pictures in that album so I know what I need to do. Okay, so they're all going to be in there. While you're going through all your pictures on your phone or computer, wherever you are, you're going to sort through those pictures. You're not going to use every single picture. That's what we do too much of. We try to put so many pictures in an album when we could say what we want to say and show what we want to say in far fewer pictures. If they're pretty close, you probably don't need them both, okay? So you're going to sort through them, and you're going to look at them, and you're going to say, hey, this one I definitely want in the album. So you're going to put that in your album file where you're keeping them, okay? This one is really blurry and it's not very good, so I'm just going to delete that one right now. Just delete it, get it out of there. Now, if you are on your phone, those ones that you really, really want to put in your album, you can like put a heart on it. So that's your favorites, okay? If you're on your computer, you can make a file that's called archive. And you can archive like all of 2024 pictures that, you know, you don't really want to get completely rid of them and delete them because they're okay, but they're not ones you want to put in your album either. So you can put them, you know, on your computer, you can put them in an archive file. On your phone, you can put them, you know, just don't flag them, but flag the ones you really want to with a heart or something, just some way. Or you can even make an album, you know, archived 2024 on your phone as well, and just put them into that. So that's what you want to do. You want to get it down to a reasonable number of pictures, and you want to get the best ones. Not all of them. Cut it down. Get the best ones to put in your book, okay? So that's going to keep you busy for a while. I know it does me. If you're sitting watching TV some night, just take your phone, start sorting pictures. Start getting ready. Another good thing to do is to get in a little notebook or something and write down, okay, I want to work on, or I am here in this album. This is what I want to get done in the next few months. This is a new album I want to start. I'm going on a cruise. I want to do my cruise album as soon as I can. So mark down, get a direction for what you want. So-and-so's graduating, and I'd love to make them a little 8x8 album. Know where you're at. Know what you want to do. Then you can start organizing and making those goals come true, okay? So once you get those photos all organized, and this is jumping ahead a little bit, but we'll do a little bit real quick. Once you get those photos all organized, and whether it's your computer or your phone, then you want to start getting them ready to put in the album. Now, you should have your plans of what albums you want to work on and everything. So I suggest, I know some people like to go and I'm going to print the whole 2024 pictures. And if that's what works for you, then do it. I suggest doing fewer at a time, getting those organized, getting them in books, and right before you need more, order more, okay? That way you don't have so much on hand and it's just kind of all over. Once you print those pictures, you can take those pictures out of the album and put them in another album. Printed pictures of 2024. You know, if you want to, just so you kind of know where you're at with that. And so the ones in the album that you have 2024 on, or whatever it happens to be that you have it titled, those are the ones you need to print. Pull those out once you get them printed, okay? So you don't get confused that way. Once you print those pictures, I have my photo folders. And I've taught my girls this. This is a Lauren Hines creation. And they are folders that you can make. You can make them out of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I purchased mine. I'm lazy. I've got a lot of them that aren't purchased too, but I did purchase some because I wanted to see what they were like and I wanted to use them. So they're just an 8.5 piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You just cut out a little bit, then you fold them here and you fold them here, which leaves up here a place for the title or the subject of the pictures that are going to be in here and the date. So when you sort your pictures, you're going to be thinking about how are these going to go in the album? Am I going to have this as a one-pager? Is it just 3 pictures, so I only need 1 page? Or are there a bunch of pictures and I'm going to need 2 pages? And so you'll just put on them. You know, like here's birthday number 9. I don't know, this must be Breeze. Birthday number 9 and the year. And then inside, you've got this folder, you know, with the little flap down here. So what you're going to do is you're going to think, this is page number 1, this is page number 2. And you take your photos that you have and you sort them out. And these 4 are going to go on page number 1. And these 4 are going to go on page number 2. So you have them all sorted just like you would put them in your album. When you have a folder in there with this, you're going to know I've got 2 pages right here. If by chance you only have a folder with, you know, three pictures, here's one with 1, but it's not, I'm not done with it, but it only has 1 right now. So maybe you have a page that you only have 1 photo of it. So you're going to make that kind of a highlight picture, obviously, and do something fun with the page. On that, you can have, this was cruise in February of 24, okay? But I would also write more additional information right here. 1 page, single page, memorabilia. Already did 2 pages on cruise. You know, whatever whatever you've got. Now, like, I think they have their tickets and all kinds of stuff that they have for memorabilia. So I would write this when I get it done. I will write on here, memorabilia, so I don't forget to put it in, because that's one of my favorite things to do. You know, you have a program from a Christmas program or whatever, and I get my book all done, and then, oh, here's my memorabilia that goes in there too. Write it on this folder. Now, the newer folders that Lauren has, she has added to them. So when you open them up, down here on the bottom, you may not be able to see this real well, but down here on the bottom, it says, don't forget. And it has sketches. So if you have a certain sketch or a page, you know, layout that you want to do for this, you know, you can get that. It has a video reference if you want to write down a video, like it was in the virtual crop and there's a video on the blog or something like that, if you want to be really specific. There are supplies and collection. I want to do this with the Happy Camping collection. You can write it right in there, okay? Tools that you may need. I need the mobile home punch, border punch. I forget what you call it, that isn't it? But Happy Camping mobile home border punch. Anyway, however you can put it there so you know what you mean. And then any special techniques that you want to do. Maybe I want to do some weaving or something on it. You can put that there. Over on this side, it has the title. If you have a specific title that you want to put on there, maybe you've thought of a really cute title that goes with these pictures. You can write it right there so you've got it. Also, the story, you know, what's the story about? Was Gavin breaking his collarbone out here? You know, maybe that's what it was. The picture sizes, if you want them all 4x6s, or some are 6x4s, or some are 4x4s, or I can cut some down even smaller. And do I need peekaboo pockets? Usually I do, yeah. Peekaboo pockets, and how many? So all that information you can put right inside of here, okay? Also on the outside here, it has a check it off section, and it has pictures are selected and sorted. My story has been told. The pictures have been scanned, and the pages have been scrapped, okay? So other than scanned, I think I'd probably put printed, but if you're putting them in here, obviously they've been printed. So whatever you want to do with that. And these are just, like I said, just a place for the notes, you know, 1 page only, you know, just, so these are just guides. And like I said, I know a lot of my girls make their own, and all they do is make them, you know, whatever color they want. You could do different colors for different kids or something like that if you have that. And then just put the subject and the date on it there. So sort those pictures. And like I said, I would start by sorting by year, and then maybe by month. And then if you want to go even further, you can do it by event or holiday or whatever. And then print a few that you think you can work on over a certain period of time. And then get them in your folders. And then in the folders, then they can go in these boxes that Creative Memories has. And they each, you can hold like 3 of these boxes. And they don't come with the red tape. but they come like this, and you can fit, I think, 3 or 4, maybe even 4 of these boxes in one of those bigger boxes. When you go to a crop, you can just pull out one of these smaller boxes if it's a small crop, and you're not going to be, you know, you're going to have quite a few pictures in it. You can just pull out one of these. There are lids that go on them if you need a lid. I'm just going to pull out one of these back here that's fuller. Yeah, this is one, so it's really full, you can see, but it has a lot in. Now, there's no way I would crop all those pictures in one event, so unless it was a really long event. So I could just take this, put a lid on it, and these would be my pictures that I would need, okay? Now, there's steps, a lot of steps besides this, where you can take it further and further if you're going to a crop, that you can limit the amount of things that you have to take too. And we'll maybe get into that too. But tonight, basically, get your photos in one place, get them organized into albums one way or another. Make sure that when you go through those, make sure that you put a heart on the ones, or, you know, recognize the ones that you really, really want in your albums. Maybe, you know, archive some that you don't want to get rid of them, but, you know, you don't want them in an album either. And delete. If they're blurry, if you have duplicates, usually everybody anymore takes 3 or 4 pictures of the same thing anymore. Delete. You don't need all those. It just takes up room on your phone or your computer or wherever, and it just makes it harder when you get ready to print them, knowing which one you want to print. So do that. Get them ready. Figure out what albums you want to work on, and that'll be your homework for this week, okay? So stay sassy and have a marvelous Monday. Bye-bye.